Alright, we're going to hang out by the fire for my birthday. I thought I'd let you guys hang out with me. I've actually had it going for a while. I've been here for a while. Hopefully the traffic's dying down. Gee, that piece of wood is flexible. There we go. Holy mackerel, that rained earlier, so it's been kind of fun keeping this going. Kind of tired of sawing. I sawed off some big pieces. You see here is I got tired of sawing. And that works too. Like I said, I'll let you guys hang out with me for a few. Well, this wood's been great to burn, some of it hasn't. Hear that? Yeah, I didn't get my wood from back that way behind this fence. The whole big old thing. I don't know if they're going to burn or not. They start dragging it over here. Big old piles of wood. This one feels pretty dry. Put this up here. I'm not ready for that one yet. Kind of waiting for this one to split. Does that, it's going to probably throw some wood. I have to have it do that. There we go. Some of this wood acts like it's hard, and others got some life left in as far as being able to burn it, but it ain't got much life, so it ain't the best wood. Had the old man's beard tangled up. When I lit my morning coffee, you should have seen the smoke. I was sending out smoke signals. Not that fun of old man's beard as far as burning it. I won't do that. Like I said, if that splits, it's going to. There we go. Let back and watch the fire here. It's supposed to get cold Thursday. They're giving us a freeze warning in Florida. 25 degrees Thursday night. I was going to go out in the woods today, but it's raining and got distracted doing something else, so that's the extent of it. Let's watch this fire, shall we? Enjoy some peace and quiet. Like 5:25. Guess we'll find what time it gets dark finally. I know around 7:30 is when the sun comes up. Or starts turning daylight anyways. Yeah. Got smoke and ash blowing towards us. You can smell this pine. It smells great. It kind of reminds me of something. I got another story from the road. Hadn't had a ride in days. Mind you, I do have ways of staying clean, so I don't smell terrible. And anyways, I had nothing but pine forest around me. Now mind you, I'm not lighting a fire since at the time I'm trespassing like I can't. But I was able to make some pine beds. And finally someone pulled over and gave me a ride with some woman. And she sniffed, and I thought, man, I must smell bad the way she sniffed. And she goes, I sure do like your cologne. It smells like pine. I was like, man, I have to admit, I'm not wearing colognes. I've been sleeping in this pine forest for the last few days. But yeah, she liked the way I smelled. So I guess you guys want to impress a woman, go inside the pine forest and roll around the pine. Or you single guys anyways. That might work for women too. I like to smell pine. Of course, to be with me, you better be in the wild and free. That matter of fact, you better be wild and free yourself. Yeah, we didn't get much rain today. I mean, it sounded worse in the building when I got inside there. And it's kind of taking it easy being it's my birthday. I never tell you, this beats watching the phone and television. Watch this fire. Oh. Well, the flames quit touching this. I got a hole right here. You guys really see that or not? Something dug into it. Got that heat. One thing fine's good for. It'll throw off some heat. Trying to roll this way. Like I said, it's not the best stuff. Still hard, but not punkish yet. I'll just go ahead and throw it in there. The heater in there set on 70. I might have to turn it up Thursday. You hear me moving around, it's because I'm trying to get away from the... It's really not coming your guys' way. The ash and the smoke seem to like me. Get on the other side of you. Hopefully you guys don't get bored on me. It's about the closest I'm going to hang out with anybody about fire today, I guess. Told Mike I had stuff I wanted to show him that I'd done around here, but he didn't show up. He usually shows up on Fridays, though. I'll make sure I have a little bit of money. He's supposed to this week teach me how to harvest that swamp cabbage. Heart of palm. I had to watch videos on Cattail. And I forgot the dang guy's name, his YouTube channel. He's usually making teepees, and then he calls them something else too. A true teepee, I guess, has the smoke flaps, and they're set up a certain way. As to where what he's doing doesn't have smoke flaps at all. It just keeps the rain off you. It's teepee style in my opinion, but he calls it something. Hopefully he'll make a comment on this. That's his YouTube name. But he had mentioned at the top of the cattail, the brown part, before it turns brown and starts fluffing, you can eat it like corn on the cob. Cook it like such. And I actually had to watch some videos. So a couple guys do it. So if I can find some green cattail with it, there comes the ash. This wind can't make it with mine. Whoop. I was expecting that one to do that. Back in there. Yeah, I can't remember his YouTube channel's name. I'm gonna go look for some more sticks, some smaller, so we can keep this flame going. As soon as I deal with this. Kind of doing this the lazy way. I'm really not cutting nothing. I'm just laying across the fire here. But I kind of want to build up here so I can get that flame. Excuse me while I walk in front of you. I'll get back with you. I'm not going to pause you and we'll go from there. Alright, I'm back. I ended up going that way, but I didn't go to the pile. I went somewhere else and something was still kind of lively. I found this and the small stuff you see here. I'll use it for tomorrow. Get it out front. I've never understand people in their loud vehicles. In case you didn't hear me over that loud truck, I'm taking all the small stuff and I'm going to put it over there. Use it for tomorrow. The rest I'll just keep on here. Back up with the flame. Yeah. I'll put it up here. Not really done a certain way, I'm just doing it. Do you believe this is actually a country road? I haven't walked that way yet, but I looked on Google Maps. I mean, there's houses and whatnot back there. There's just people come home from work, but they all seem to have loud trucks, same color trucks. Can't tell who's who. Speaking of which, I remember watching on Black Thomas video. And he said he took his truck to the shop. He was a young man. And I guess the mechanic was asking him if he was trying to make his truck louder. He goes, "No, sir." Well, he goes, "That's what everybody else does." He goes, "Not everybody goes into the woods like I do, though." He was trying to make that truck quieter. That's that vine I run into all the woods. It's in here too. It'll burn down. Well, there it goes. There it goes. Hey, definitely ain't jump up. Well, that's what we like to hear. Whoop. I was trying to throw that in there. I might use this one for a poking stick. Hopefully you guys don't get bored. This might be a long video. So let's enjoy the fire. I'll sit down with you guys here in a minute, but I gotta keep it going. Yeah, that's gonna make a good poking stick. I'm gonna put that next to me. You can see. Alright. I'm just gonna put it in there. Maybe. There we go. And I'm gonna just throw this one in there. I have to come back to pick up the wood. Comes out for being done like this. I could saw it, but to be honest with you, I was sawing with the Silky. Yeah, I like my Silky, don't get me wrong, but it was that size wood to bigger, so it took a minute. Oh, shoot. Right now, I'm not sure what should be more work, sawing or trying to bust this stuff. Alright, now I'll sit down with you guys. See where we're at with the time here. You guys don't get bored watching the fire. We're at 23 minutes. I'll give you guys a few more minutes with me. Now see, that's the kind of truck I like. Not loud. Man. I tell you what, we're going to see what time it gets dark together. Right now it's past 5:45. I can't see the small lines. We're a little bit past 5:45. These are the things I like to do. I like to hang out by a fire. Oh man, if I had beer, I'd drink it. Thought about that. I should save my money. I got to look up my foods. Like, nah, I better buy food. I think my stomach, which is probably a good thing. I never was much of a drunk. Have a beer, 2 every now and then. Nothing wrong with that. I like to keep my wits about me. And I won't drink when I'm hitchhiking. Here I probably wouldn't mind. I already had coffee, so saving the rest of it for in the morning. Kind of out. But when this runs out, this thicker coffee, I'm going to turn this into a pot. This is another small pot. I'm going to put a bell handle, being I got that wire. And I'll put some holes in here. I'll make sure to burn the inside. You guys know they put plastic or some kind of sealing in here. I know it don't look like it, but I'll go ahead and burn the inside just to be safe. Shouldn't cook in cans at all. Until you burn them out anyways. Which I kind of warmed up a can of soup. Just warmed it up. Actually it was beans. Pork and beans. I had some more bologna. I really do like bologna. That and peanut butter. And if I do have food, I'll still eat it from the jar. Creamy has a little bit different texture without the crunch. I kind of like something to chew on, but been buying creamy here lately and just been eating that from the jar. If I have bread, I'll put it on there. And if I do have bread, I'll still eat it out of the jar. There's a white truck. I'm going back to the office. There's office building that way. I think I've shown you guys that before. I've had to give people directions how to get over there. They'll come to the shop first. So I'm like, you're in the wrong place. And another white. They drive the same thing. This one's going down the road. Starting to get dark. Not much going on, folks. You guys can't see that one. They went back out. Kinda get back down in here. Warm here. It was supposed to be warm when I touched it. Two white trucks came from there. Well, there was one already parked there when I grabbed these sticks. Or the ends. I hope that won't split eventually. You guys can't see it. I guess I can lift you up so you can see it, but it's going to take away from fire. Those clouds are moving. This road here runs east and west. Guys, back down here. There we go. Well, we're sitting at 31 minutes, a little over. It is currently 5:55. I'm gonna leave you guys on. I'm gonna grab some more sticks so we can keep this flame going, in case it gets dark while I'm back there. Still not dark. Let's see. 6 o'clock. brakes. Nope. I don't want us to flip this wood here. Move this out of the way. Nope. You think I had on there long enough for it to break? Nope. Alright, well, it is what it is, I guess. Nice solid wood. This dude right here is pretty darn heavy. Stick it on there here in a minute. I still didn't make to that wood pile. I found more wood along the way. But the hoe, like I said, I just show it to you guys sometime. They got set up for almost a bonfire. What they plan on doing. It's almost too dry here for all that though. You guys saw how low that river is. If you guys saw that truck go by or now, I'm kind of in the way. We're deforesting back that way. Keep it up, they ain't got no forest to play in. That's kind of what I like actually. Touch the brake. Means it might last a little bit. Or at least that's what I think. Oh, another thing, if you break wood like that, watch where you have your foot. I literally had my foot underneath some wood and I didn't realize it and I stomped down. Only that then not break. Ended up on my foot. It hurt. Did a little bit of cussing over that one. Get back in there. That's a solid piece of wood there. Hope this one will break. Ain't broke yet. Alright, put this heavy one on here. Okay. Oh, there goes. Whoop. Well, then we did that. Broke in half. Kind of figured I might do that if I gave it a couple smacks of the heavy wood. I ain't hit that hard. Finally kind of stomp on it, but that's a good way to burn your shoes. There we go. That finally broke. Now we're getting somewhere. It's starting to get dark. You guys, my phone's still saying daylight, so. And we're going to get stuff from the shop too. I had that garage door wide open. Kind of nice to sit out here and enjoy a fire. I got that through this time. I guess I'll drink water. I'm about halfway to make a pot of coffee, but I don't usually that's my coffee. Usually that's my noodles. I basically had the same thing, but I used a different can of soup. Besides that rice soup, I still got plenty of that left. Kind of beef broccoli soup. There's some veggies in there, a hint of meat. That's what I was expecting. That rice soup was just a hint of rice, and you saw how much was in there. And I only did one can for that one, so I already eaten it, so I knew it was in there. I have to remember that chicken and rice soup though. Got the brand of it. I think it's Campbell's. There's a lot of rice in there. You guys saw me trying to dump the can out. Ah, Lord. Actually not bad out here. Kind of a chill in there, so it's kind of nice to sit by the fire. Getting down to that's my pepper and salt. Have to go get some. Have to get those disposable things. I'll put a little bit in these containers, but I'll keep that disposable. A little bit of extra something to carry in my bag, I guess, but still. And that beef and bar did need salt. It was good, but it needs some seasoning, salt and pepper. There's something I'm wanting to try, but I'll be quite honest with you, the whole thing of flour. I'm trying to keep up with it because I'm not carrying a whole thing of flour in my backpack when it's time to take off. But I saw someone take a stick, and I don't remember what, string cheese, and they put it on the end of the stick, and they took flour and water, mixed it together like you would, and then put it on the stick around the cheese. Looked pretty darn good. I like those string cheese lungs. Something I wouldn't mind trying is pemmican. Some kind of survival food that you can make. Basically by taking your beef jerky and just grinding it up real fine. Add some water or something like that. I forgot how it works. I don't know how the Native Americans did it back in the day, or how anybody did it back in the day with this fire. Keep on trying to find videos about it, I ain't found nothing. Everybody wants to use the ovens when they make a video about making it. I never dealt with really fine meat. I don't know if you can get the stick together with the fats. And try roasting it over fire like that, or what? I don't know. I do know that store-bought beef jerky will mold on you. Not sure how long it takes, but it will. So that's sure starting off some sparks. This is now starting to turn dark. I can still see it at a distance, so it's not dark. Well, you guys can kind of see that too, actually. You're seeing what I'm saying. Getting darker. Enough that the light over here, you guys can't see a finger. The light over that way is on. Belongs to the building next door. They got that gravel over there. I'm gonna kind of lift you up so you can see the sky. As you can see, now mind you, it looks a little bit brighter on my phone, but still got daylight. It's gone though. Hopefully you guys don't get bored with this video. So there's not a whole lot going on. I don't really have a whole lot to say on this ramble. Rambling on fire. I might title with that. Rambling on fire. Or maybe I'll title it Birthday Fire. Who knows? I made it to be 50. I met a guy in Arizona. We were both eating at a place over there. Over in Flagstaff. 70... in his 70s, and he's doing what I'm doing. And he has no plans on stopping. I think that's going to be me. If I want to learn a little bit more about survival, so I'm not always eating at places. I don't mind eating them, but they kind of get unruly at times. I like eating peace. Talk about soup kitchens. I said I don't think they're always going to be there. I think they had them during the Great Depression. I think this country is about to make going down a rabbit hole. So I got to say about it. And we're getting down one we're not going to get out of anytime soon. Getting dark enough, people are driving lights on now. You'll see a car pass by here in a minute, as you can see. But the sky's still pretty much lit up. I lit you up and you'll definitely tell the difference. Like I said, there's more light on my phone than what I'm saying. Turned out to be a nice fire. I'll let this burn down. I'll turn you guys off. I'm gonna close this door. Keep some of this light from coming out here. Well, even being dark, I'm trying not to walk in front of you. Well, that definitely made a huge difference when I shut that door. See the fire better too. That's even better. Should have done that to begin with. But there's still some light in that sky, so we'll give it a few. You guys can kind of see that blue. If you have too much, you won't be able to see the fire. I don't think. Nope. So how you guys been doing? Let me know in the comment section. What are you up to and how you doing? You see those birds? I'll try to zoom in. There we go. Here's the power lines. They're going that way. Definitely heard them. I don't know how well birds see in the dark, to be honest with you. That'd be something to look up. Yeah, still some light in the sky. Need to be clouding up some more. There are a flock of birds. So, this guy calls himself Shy Guy. He left me a comment, was I worried about alligators? Not much really concerns me, that's just how I am. But it gets cold enough here in Florida. It's kind of like the snakes, I haven't really seen any. Actually, I haven't seen none. They're pretty much anything that's a reptile is pretty much dormant here in northern part of Florida. That's where I'm at. Southern part, you'll probably see more. I haven't seen much of the way of reptiles here at all. Like I say, a lizard too, it's warmer, but anything that has reptile is pretty much dormant. Yeah, for a country road, this sure is a busy road. Did find out something funny while I was playing with my compass. That north, the highway says north, the sign, and Google Maps does too. But straight into the woods isn't really north. It's more back that way. Same with south and west and east. I'll have to do a video of what I know about reading a compass and how I use it. Especially that particular compass. I used to have one of those fancy ones, but I wish I kept it. It had the mirror and everything on there. When I got now came from Dick's. It's not a bad compass. It's more of a map compass. You put it on your map, and you got your map turned like it's supposed to, facing directions. Now there's true north, magnate north, all kinds of lines on a map that you got me. I just basically used it to point me in the right direction. I think and David Canberry did this video. And I kind of liked it because I don't understand pace speeds at all. The way he did it, and he could write down direction of which way he's going and how much time it took him to get there. Now, he also said this about people with shorter legs than him, or even maybe I'm 5'11", and I do have long legs, and I can definitely walk faster than most people. Let me deal with this. Because I have longer legs than a short person would. So if I end up in trouble and I yell for help, let's say I have the proper electronics on me and I'm out of contact, so basically I have broke my leg out here. Now that's the information that I know that I wrote down to begin with. It's going to take them a little bit longer to get to me, but they know where I'm at. So they're not having to use the pace speeds. You got someone looking for you that doesn't understand pace speeds or anything like that. It's going to be kind of hard to find them. So I thought that was a good idea. It takes about 30 minutes to walk a mile, give or take. So I thought that was interesting. And one thing, if you're keeping a straight line in with a compass, turn around every now and then. And if you're really getting away from your camp, mark it. Then you turn around, you keep your compass out of the way, you can walk the straight line. If you lose track of your marker, then mark the area you're in. And if you're doing pace speeds, count it. If you're marking down how much time it takes you to get there, then write it down. Write it down the direction you're going. Let's say I'm going north. I've lost track of my campsite. I've turned around, can't see it, can't see the marker I have for it, so I'm going to jot down how much time, because I'm keeping track of time. Maybe it took me, I don't know, depending on how thick the woods are. Maybe it took 5 minutes, so not, it took me 5 minutes to lose track, so, and so on. You know what I'm talking about, I hope. I think pace speeds are interesting, but I also thought that was interesting. Just keep track of the time, how much walking you're doing. And that's a very good reason to have a notebook. Probably writing the right one, but use what you have. We're going to look at the sky again. It's pretty much dark. It's now, it's dark enough. It's 6, I'm going to say it got dark around 6:20. We'll let this fire die down. I'll keep you guys with me. Hopefully this isn't too boring for y'all. It still beats watching TV. Even though you guys are watching it on my phone, it still beats watching most stuff on the phone. I don't mind watching fire on the phone, but better in person. We're about to get in our car this way. Or truck. Maybe. What he's doing. There we go. Yeah, like I said, it's a busy road. And our white truck. I don't guess you guys saw that one. Set you down different on the bucket. Oh well. Gotta watch fire, not traffic. Yeah, you guys ain't gonna be able to see that. This is the stick that I carved notches on, and the one with the 3 notches, my notch finally gave up on me in the fire. I was kind of using it for a poking stick, which I got rid of that setup anyways. If you really want my opinion, the simplest way to cook something is to just set it in the fire. Or if we're just warming something up in the pot. Mind you, I had fun making notches. It was good to experiment, stuff like that. Didn't have no problems making a tripod and doing it like that. Chain and wire to hang your pot, but use what you got. The paracord will give up on you eventually. But the one notch I have is still holding. I really haven't been poking its fire with that in. My first fire I did with the lighter, and basically did what I did yesterday. I took my pocket bellow and used the hot coals. I didn't really throw anything on there. Once it started raining, I went inside. Lost track of time. Let's see. I'll use this as a fire poker here. Down there a little bit more. I do have a hole right here where the tire stem comes out, where you air it up at. I did have some gaps. I imagine the ash is probably blocking it, but I see no reason to. Usually when you do something like this, you probably want to raise it a little bit, let some airflow go through. I haven't had no issues with keeping my fire going. So you can see this has been burning for a while now. Just a matter of finding good wood to begin with. I might have warm closer than that too. That happens sometimes. We'll see. I kind of trying to save my resources. I don't know if you guys heard that, and I heard strange noise last night, and I'm hearing another noise now. It sounds like a cat behind me. Last night I heard there was a bird or something. doing my, I don't know if you guys can see that. My poking stick's not exact green here. So rub the dirt here. There we go. Think about making me a walking stick. I gotta find the right wood. I wouldn't mind some hardwood. This is kind of short. Not bad though. I guess I can saw this off straight. I mean, I don't need really a staff, just something to walk with. Question is, how many rides would I get? But in the woods, it comes in handy for other things. I'm really not into buying trekking poles. I had one. And that one I did buy. I bought it because of that one wind shelter I had. Which it turns out I didn't like it. Yeah, I might do that. This actually feels hard enough. But I'm not going to do nothing fancy. I do like the shape of it. And you guys can't see it, so definitely dark out here now. I'm going to stop using for a fire poker. I like the way the shaped at the top. Man, I found me a new walking stick. I'm not after a staff. I don't want to be as tall as I am, because if someone does pick me up, then we'll see. Definitely solid. Guys hear that? Nothing soft on it. I get rid of that part so I can have it round. We might do that. In the next video I do, I'll show it off. Try to make a straight cut. I get in a hurry when I'm sawing, so my cuts aren't always straight. Here, let's see if you can see the end here. See? Try to round that off there. Got about that much cut off. I kind of want to round the edge. I think with that much cut off, I mean, that'd be good. I like the way it's curved. To be quite honest with you, I like how it's marked up too. May keep the bark on there, I don't know. We'll see. I kind of like the way it looks. We'll see. Something to do. Well, folks, it's pretty much out. It's going to be a long while, you guys. You hanging out with me. Appreciate you hanging out with me for birthday. You guys know what to do. You hit that thumbs up, subscribe, hit the all notification bell. Of course, do leave me a comment. I do enjoy and appreciate the comments. We all learn off each other as well. You guys are a wealth of information. And let's share the video out, and I'll try to do the same. I'm out of here, folks. Appreciate y'all watching. And once again, in the comment section, let me know how y'all are doing. Let me know where you're from, too. Right now, I'm currently in Perry, Florida. I almost forgot where I was at. Perry, Florida is where I'm at right at the moment. Originally from Oklahoma. Just turned 50. Not completely old yet. Still got some fight left in me. Be like that old man that's in the 70s still doing this kind of stuff.